Good evening,
Thank you, Dan.
members of the COAB and the public. I'm Dan Handelman. I'm with the group Portland Cop Watch. And I'm very disappointed that the discussion about the ground rules stopped after the break was over, because there was this discussion that was starting about this supposed area for people to film in. Obviously, there's people videotaping outside of that area. We're not hurting anybody tonight, and I'm glad that the meeting is continuing despite the fact that they're not in the city restrictive zone. In the future, though, I'm hoping that this board will go ahead and have the discussion they said they were going to have about the ground rules, and include the public in that discussion, vote on the ground rules, and then let the chair enforce the ground rules that everybody agrees on. I didn't know that the new revised document had been posted. I don't know if it was in any of the emails that went out from the COCL's office. There are no copies of it here for us to look at, so I can't really comment on the new document. I will tell you, though, that there is one of the ratings that the COCL uses is non-compliance but initial steps taken, which we call minimal compliance when we do our summary. And I don't know why those paragraphs that were called out by the COAB and by other members of the community weren't revised to be that rating, because you have a rating for minimal compliance. Also, the paragraph about the meetings with the chief and the bureau, paragraph 152, says that the COAB shall meet at least twice per year with the chief and members of the bureau. That has never happened. And there's no compliance with that paragraph. It doesn't say anything about that being dependent on the outreach plan being created by the board. It just says that you should meet twice a year and discuss issues about community engagement. So the fact that it was put off and then it was supposed to be held at the meeting that you canceled in order to hold another meeting that excluded the public is not an excuse. That those meetings with the police have to happen.
Keep lying to us.
We appreciate being mentioned at Portland Cop Watch as people who give feedback. It's nice that you mentioned Legal and Voters. The AMA Coalition also sent in some feedback, albeit maybe it was a day or two late. But I think we don't want to be singled out. We think everybody who put their comments in, including the board, needs to be thanked for all their work. Except for the audience, there's been no mention of the announced resignation of the chair or Dr. Moreland, or how Dr. Moreland or the chair are going to be replaced, which I think the community is very interested in knowing. And the outcomes report, which we went into a long analysis about, I think at your previous meeting, even after we pointed out a typo that was in there, that was not fixed. We still encourage that the COCL should give that report to you and to the public, to you, the board, and to the public, for feedback before it gets finalized. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Dan.
Handel.
Thanks, Dan.
We have a few more